Hi everyone, Miss Kelly from the Wakanda Library here. Today I am going to give you some directions for your Art to Go kit. When you pick up your bag, you should have a small canvas, a couple of Crayola markers, and a llama that I've already cut out for you. So from home you're going to need a little bit of water, a glue stick or some type of glue, and either some fine point markers or even some colored pencils, whatever you really like to color best with. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our canvas, and we're going to take that and we're going to take our Crayola markers and we're going to put a little bit of color in there. And the markers are going to help us kind of tie-dye this canvas. You don't really need to color it to cover the whole surface. You're just trying to get a little marker on there. Remember, those canvases are very absorbent, so it'll pick up a lot of it. So I'm going to just do a little purple here in the middle. Like I said, don't worry about the coloring, it's all gonna blend. You can do it all one color if you want. You can experiment with this a little bit. It's pretty fun. It comes out a lot of different ways. I also did one canvas where I took some Sharpie and colored a pattern on first. The Sharpie probably won't run. The pattern will show through the other colors, so that's kind of fun too. So if you want to have an underlying pattern, you could put that on there. Okay. Nice to have a little white showing through. Okay, once you get that colored, you're going to move it onto your protected surface here. Use some newspaper or mat, whatever you got. And then you're going to take your water. So I'm just going to use my fingertips and kind of start dropping a few dots in there. You'll start to see right away what's happening when the water's hitting it. Okay. I kind of like, it's fun even just, you could just do this speckled effect. This. It takes a while to dry. If you put a lot on and then try and move it, the water's going to run a lot and it might change the look. So you really have to decide what kind of look you want. If you're patient and let it sit, you'll get a really pretty finished product. Now you can, at this point, you can keep putting water on and then you can blow on it, kind of make it run a little bit. Colors will start to move like that. Okay. Or you can just let it sit and let it spread on its own. This takes some patience because it does take a while to dry. If you blot it with a paper towel, most of the color comes off. So you could do that and then do it in layers. You'll just have to let it dry in between. So, or if you like, there's another look that's really pretty. You could just take your finger, kind of blend the colors like that too. It just all really depends on how you want it to look, really tie-dyed like this. I kind of like to be able to see the texture of the marker through. So you can go like that. Let me spread this over here. Either way, you're going to let it dry for a while. You can blend the colors together too if you want to make a whole new color all of your own. Okay. This does take a while to dry though, so that's why I recommend you start that first and then let that dry while you're working on your llama. Try my hands off here. Okay, so while that's drying, let's move on to the next part of our project. So we've got our cutout here of a llama. Get some fine point markers here. Do something that's going to probably coordinate nice with our canvas we just did. And then this part is entirely up to you if you just want to outline all the leaves and flowers or whatever shapes you've got on yours. They're all going to be a little bit different. What you find in your kit's going to be a surprise. You might not get the same color Crayolas. If you want different colors than what you have, you can always source whatever you have at your house. This is my favorite part, to spend some time and just kind of color this all in. Inside your kit, you're going to find one like this printed. I'm also going to put a solid white one in there. So if you would rather just make your own pattern on it, you can do that too. But I'll send you one that's got a pattern and one without a pattern. So you can do it any way you want. And then you can just trace around this. Once you get that to the point where you're happy with it, you're going to come over to your canvas. I've got a couple over here that I did earlier because this guy's going to have to dry for a while. So this one I did with that method. You see I left a lot. It's still, this one's been drying for at least an hour and it's still not fully dry through. This one I drew on it with Sharpie first and then I tie-dyed on top of it. So in here I've got a llama that we did earlier. I'll do a little blue on the back. like I said, this guy here is still a little wet, but I really like the way that these colors look together. So we're gonna put it on here and see how it looks. We'll still just have to let it sit and dry for a while. Put that right on there. And there you go. There you have it. Like I said, let it dry completely before you pick it up, otherwise the paint's gonna run. I hope you enjoy this. If you guys get a chance, send me some pictures so I can see how it came out, and keep an eye out for next month's project. See you soon.